What's the first show that comes to mind when you hear me say Saturday morning cartoons? Is it the Looney Tunes? Animaniacs? Pokemon? Well, those are the obvious ones. I'm here to clue you in on the overshadowed cartoons of the 90s. And we're going to kick this series off with one of my personal favorites, Waynehead. Now I can hear you asking already, what the fuck is Waynehead? Well, listen up close, audience, and I'll tell you. Waynehead was a Saturday morning cartoon series that spanned 13 episodes in total. The series was created by Damon Wayans and aired between 1996 and 1997. It was initially airing on Warner Brothers' Kids WB program, but a year later it transferred over to Cartoon Network, where it aired all the way through to the 2000s. Here's a basic breakdown. The show revolves around a black kid named Damien, aka Damien Wayne, a little black kid with a club foot learning life lessons with his crew in their neighborhood somewhere in New York. I think it's supposed to be Chelsea or something like that. Regardless, the point is, it's a doubly interesting fact, paired with the fact that Damon Wayans himself was born with a club foot. And this is actually something he applied to both his Waynehead character and his character in My Wife and Kids, crazy enough. Art imitates life, and I really dig that. This was also magical to me because it felt very autobiographical. And for the fact, at least for me, this was the first time seeing that level of representation anywhere. That also made it a very big deal. So here, you have Damon Wayans telling the story about his life as a child or about his childhood. Hell, maybe even the stories of the show are based on that. But the fact of the matter is, I thought that was amazing. And to have a black lead character powering through life despite his disability, who wasn't going around waving guns or doing stereotypical shit, it was refreshing. And it was everything I could have asked for, like when the only other representation at the time was maybe Gerald from Hey Arnold and Seabear and Jamal. The less said about that, the better. While it may not have been everyone's favorite, Waynehead meant a lot to me. Like being able to see a reflection of myself in the characters on my TV, no matter how minor it may seem like it was to most people. Like in the media, it was just always gangsters. Or ballers, or something along the like, or maybe a thug, who knows. That's what you saw on TV. Being able to actually see a young black kid be a young black kid, that was magical. And while it may not have been the most popular thing in the world, it meant everything to me. It blows my mind that the show never actually got any critical acclaim or anything. It had a star-studded cast, actually. You had Sean and Marlon Wayans from the Wayans Brothers show. You had John Witherspoon, also from Wayans Brothers. You had Orlando Brown, who, if not yet, would soon be in That's So Raven and everything. It's I feel like this show should have had more staying power. And while it only lasted for 13 episodes, it was never released on VHS or DVD either. And that's kind of a letdown, because it's a genuinely good sort of warming show, at least for me. It's a very warm show surrounded by happy memories. So, I know I'm shouting into the void and I'm screaming into the darkness. I'm still holding out hope for one day to have that DVD release of Waynehead. I even have a spot set up on my shelf for Waynehead. So, fingers crossed, and I don't know, I'll just @ Damon Wayans, I guess.